Joe Rogan Podcast, check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night, all day.
Well, the day has arrived, finally. I knew you would cave in sooner or later. We got Kamala Harris joining us tonight, and I'm sure with her, she will bring a whole lot of behind-the-scenes lies and deceit.
This is how you're going to play me right out of the gate. Really, Joe?
Look, the American people want to know exactly what the deal is. I am just a platform to the masses in which we can get to the truth. I think what everyone wants to know is how a sleazy nigger like yourself really got installed into a position where you had no right to be in. Let's face it, you didn't get the Democratic nomination. You were, in a sense, installed by the deep state. Bitch, please.
First off, I am not a bitch, you bald motherfucker. Where do you come off calling me a bitch? Secondly, what's that say about you, Joe? Calling me a nigger live on your goofy podcast. I initially never came on your show because I know you are a backstabbing drama queen. You are a glorified, failed comedian and a drug addict to boot. So fuck off with that nonsense. You want to ask your questions, then ask your questions, but don't try and play a bitch.
Looks like I struck a nerve. Let's start off with the rumors of you sucking off every politician in Washington to get where you are. You know, the talk that's out there, yet you ignore it for once in your lying fucking life. Let's have the dirt. Did you in fact fuck to get where you are today?
Yeah, I did. I have no shame in what I have done to achieve a position of power. Men do it all the time. You are perpetrating that whole male double-standard bullshit. Women today aren't standing for the bullshit. Be it fucking or sucking or whatever the fuck, women are gonna now manipulate you men in retaliation for the many years of abuse you put upon us, and that's just the way it is.
What can you tell us about Dr. Fauci?
He's a fag. Straight up.
Kind of figured as such. Dude has a fag kind of aura surrounding him.
Did you know that the coronavirus, when manufactured, well, I'm sure the American people are quite aware by now that it was Dr. Fauci that was instituting the research in clandestine labs and was really supposed to be AIDS research at its genesis. COVID was born through fag research gone wrong. Dr. Fauci has a rabid case of HIV and stole funding from the American government to fund his unorthodox methods of curing fags like himself. Not too many people know this.
I kind of figured as such. He has that fag look on his face. Like they all do, you know, the look, that carefree, simple, we're here, we're queer, get used to it.
Yeah, I know the look. I tell you, I was in a restaurant one afternoon with a friend and he came through the door and recognized me and just invited himself over. The man is a pig. No class at all. I'm talking to my friend, and he reaches across the table and puts his hands in my salad, grabbing a cherry tomato. I was mortified. I gave him a look like, what the fuck, bro? I knew he had HIV and was thinking to myself, get your AIDS-infested fucking paws out of my salad. Yo, no fucking class. None at all.
These people are nasty. No moral compass on whether they are distributing their fag filth or whatever.
Don't get me wrong. I'm no angel. In fact, I'm a downright slut. But it's not like I'm hiding who I am. There's a definitive difference between the two. Homeboy needs a crack upside the head.
Speaking of crack, what's your take on the crack or the cocaine they found inside the White House? Do you think it was Hunter Biden's?
There's a bear shit in the woods. Does a nigger rob a Foot Locker? Absolutely. 100%. Dude is a straight up piece of shit crackhead. Sleepy Joe is covering for him as he has his whole pathetic life. Hunter was a bastard child. Did you know that?
Wow.
Joe's first wife was fucking the Mexican gardener and spit out Hunter right behind old Joe's back.
Holy
and Joe,
shit.
sleepy as he is, was on another planet. Even then, Hunter is a straight-up spick, a bona fide taco-eating, siesta-taking crackhead beaner. Even Dr. Jill, who is beyond clueless, is too dumb to know.
That's insane. The fact that he's not even his own kid and is totally unaware just What's your take on Joe pardoning his piece of shit son? Was it the auto pen at work, or is someone covering up on behalf of the White House's image?
It's a cover-up. The whole family is fucked up. Let me ask you something. How in the hell do you think I got to be VP? Seriously? How do you think that was possible? You understand Joe's absolute fascination with the black man, right? I arranged a fantasy sex situation in which both Joe and old Joe and I were sexually ravaged by a very large Mandingo nigger. I'm talking a cock the size of the Holland Tunnel. Here's another little secret. Joe can suck a cock 20 tons better than I can. Did you know that? I bet you didn't know that. For this, I was awarded the VPC.
I knew when I asked you to come on here to speak that there would be some dirt. I just had no clue. Oh, it would be this much. This is all great shit. You really should have come on when you were running. You might have even been our first female president. You understand what a complete fucking idiot you are, right?
Yeah, well, shoulda, coulda, woulda, it is what it is at this point. You. Sleepy Joe is demented. Hunter is branded Father of the Year crackhead. Jill is as much of a doctor as Dr. Seuss, and I'm branded a nigger whore with sore knees in order to ascend politically, blah, 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 whatever.
Well, what are you going to do from here forward? Are you going to continue to follow a path of politics or what? The American people hate you. You have lost all credibility and you can't be trusted. What's next for Kamala? What's your end game?
Look, I intend to parachute out of this a rich bitch. I've come this far, so if I have to suck 500 more political cocks, then, well, that's what I'll do. What about yourself, Joe? You want to fuck me up the ass? Is that what you're insinuating? You want a piece of the once almost first female president?
Nah, I'm good. We got to wrap this up. If I were to tell you to state one piece of advice for the next generation of Democrat voters in this country in the next election cycle, what would that advice be to them?
I would say follow your dreams and your goals. Let the karma of the universe guide your conscience. We are a proud, unified country. Our ambition and our aspirations bleed through the racism and the hate. Be strong as an independent, thinking person of substance and understanding, and aspire to use that aspiration in an aspiring fashion. Attain the higher structure of your goals to achieve a substantial, positive, impactful self-worth. Donald Trump is not your friend. He is a narcissistic cancer and lacks ambition of a mindful, guided spiritual counsel.
Perhaps some oil and vinegar to go with that word salad. Alrighty, to view this full episode or episodes in full, be sure to visit joerogan.com. That's all for today.